Hell yes, the iconic Lars Ulrich drumsticks from the 80s and early 90s. Did you ever wonder about these sticks? I did. What materials did they use? How do you recreate those? Is that a wrap? Are they dipped? Who the hell knows? Well, I know. A while back I cracked the code, and today I'm going to share everything I know with you. I'm going to show you the materials you need and how you go about recreating these sticks. So if you're interested and you want to replicate a pair yourself, stay tuned and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Oh yeah, take a look at this. Lars from '93 with this 9-piece Tama kit. And a pair of the black aluminum Easton sticks. Bet you never thought you'd see that. Stick around. You guys ready to replicate the iconic Lars Ulrich 80s sticks? Well, you're in the right place. Let's get to it. So here's what you're going to need. So as you saw, you're going to need a pair of drumsticks, naturally. Elephant in the room. Regal Tip? I don't know. I've been hearing for 10 years they're back. I mean, the website's looking a little better, but you can't get any stock. You can't get any 5Bs or 2Bs with nylon tips. They're not on the market. You can't get them at local music stores. You can't get them on Sweetwater. You just can't get them. So for this video, I'm using 5B. These happen to be Scorpions, but that's what I have. We're going to do 2 pairs of sticks today, because I'm going to show you both. And again, stick handler. Used to say dick handler because the old lady is quite a jokester. Band-Aid, waterproof tape, and Torna grip tape. This is tennis racket stuff. I know it hasn't been documented, but think about it. It just makes sense. Before the endorsement, Lars was probably using this. How else would he have known about this stuff? It's Torna tennis racket grip tape, and it is that iconic green. Now this one I've used before because let's face it, I've wrapped many of these sticks. I'm going to show you how to do it today. Megastar Lars stick handler grip tape, because why buy your own if you're going to get endorsed, right? Band-Aid, it's been Band-Aid waterproof tape. It's been well documented. That's the stuff he used. So all this stuff, I'm going to show you how to make these iconic sticks. We're going to do 2 pairs. I'm going to do one with the stick handler, one with the Torna, and we're going to use the Band-Aid waterproof tape for everything. So let's get these out of the way. So the first thing that I like to do, and we have a helper here today. We have our recently repaired Tama HC104TB stilt stand, and it is working very good. So what I like to do is I like to pre-cut 4 strips of this Band-Aid waterproof tape. So it's going to take you 4 strips per pair. So let's pre-cut these. It could be a little bit of a bitch to cut sometimes, but that's okay. And we'll just stick them on our stand. Now this Band-Aid stuff, you could pretty much get this anywhere. Any drugstore, department store, Walmart's, Target's. They have it in 1/2 inch and they have it in 1 inch. I mean, both will suffice. But if you look closely, it looks like he's using the 1/2 inch. And we'll clean these up if we have to. All right, 4 strips of tape ready to go. We're going to use this 1 pair of sticks for now. What are we going to start with? What do you want to start with? Let's bring it all the way back to the beginning. Let's go back to the early 80s, 83, 84. I don't know when he got endorsed, but he did at some point. But we'll get back to these. All right, let's go with our Torna now. Oh, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, they are essentially the same damn thing, just one's a little wider than the other. Same makeup, same material. Now, very important, this stuff will not stick to anything else, but it will stick to itself. And if you get the end of this reel stuck to it, you'll never get it undone. Throw the whole roll in the garbage. So it's very important at all times to tape it off when it's not in use, and make sure it doesn't touch. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's wrap these sticks. So important with these particular Scorpion sticks, the logo's down here in the bottom. And the reason I mention that is because most sticks you have the logo up to the middle. How that plays in here is I wrap all the way up to the logo, and that's perfect for my hands. So in this particular situation, I'm kind of just going to wrap it. It's hard to describe. As a drummer and playing with these sticks, you just kind of know where to bring it up to, where your hand sits. I don't know. You'll know what I'm talking about when you wrap yours. So let's get right to it now. Be careful with this stuff. Don't let it stick to itself. You'll never get it off. All right. Start at the bottom. And I pretty much go in like a spiral motion up. Now, it has to overlap and touch. And once you get it overlapped the first time, grab a piece of your Band-Aid waterproof tape and put it right at the bottom there. Because like I said, this stuff doesn't stick to anything but itself, so you need this to hold it on the stick. And then we'll do it again up here. So you can make it as thick or as thin as you want, but it just has to overlap and touch itself. It's very sticky when it touches itself. And let me tell you, this stuff will not come off the stick. It'll wear down and tatter before it comes off the stick. So don't worry about that. So that looks about right for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it, but I'm going to keep my fingers down here to prevent this from sticking to the roll. Now let's put the stick down. That's fine, but we have to address this. You cannot let that touch the roll. I can't stress that enough. So what I do, I just take some masking tape. And you don't have to be neat with it. That's it. Wrap it over. This way it won't stick to itself. Let's put it away. Actually, no, why did I do that? We can't put it away. We gotta wrap the other stick, you fucking ass. All right. So now that that's all wrapped all the way up to the top, same thing as we did with the bottom. Just take that 3M, the Band-Aid waterproof tape, and just wrap around. And that's it. As simple as that. Now, I have to undo what I just did. Alrighty. So as we go along, we'll show some pictures, but it's also been documented that he's used many other colors. There's red. I've seen white, and I want to say I've seen blue, but the most used color was green, as we all know. All right, again, we've made a go around the bottom here. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. You can make this as thick as or as thin as you want. The goal is just to get the geez, I can't think straight today. The Torna grip tape to stick to the stick, because like I said, it will not stick without help. It'll stick to itself, but not the stick. And once again, we're just going to go around. You can do one wrap, you can do 2 wraps, 3 wraps, whatever you prefer. I'm fine with one. It works for me. And let's be honest, this stuff is not cheap. It's not getting cheaper. So the one works for me. Cut it off. Make sure it doesn't touch. Now I can wrap it with masking tape, but we'll skip that part because I already did it like a jackass. Unless you want to watch it. Fold it over. Won't touch. Let's put it away because we are finally done with the Torna. The early 80s up until, I don't really know when Stick Handler endorsed him, but when I read about it, it was in the 90s ad. So who knows? But that doesn't matter. This looks like it's a little long. Let's trim this. Just wrap your white tape right around it, and that's it. It won't go up or down. It won't go side to side. Perfect for my hands. And that's with the Torna. So let's put this pair away. And it's virtually the same thing, but let's go ahead and do it with a stick handler next. All right, so we switched camera angles for our upcoming wrap with the stick handler. You're now on my chest. Might be a little bouncy, but hopefully you get both angles and you can really understand what's going on. So same thing, just a different name and a little wider. Now this is also going to be my first time wrapping with the stick handler. I've only ever used the Torna because, like I said, it's really the same shit. So I bought this stick handler specifically for this video. You can get it online. Stick handlers in business, and you can get it on Amazon, eBay. Comes in many colors, but of course we're going to use the green. The Torna is available at Dick's, Walmart, Amazon. It's just tennis racket tape. Any sporting goods store will have it. So that's where you can get all that stuff. Again, let's cut our 4 strips of tape that we're going to use here. Put you up a little bit. Okay. Tape is pre-cut. I believe we're done with this Band-Aid stuff now. Now we can put this away too. All right. So this works the same way. Sticks to itself. Don't let it touch. Just a little wider. So, same process. Let's get a little tighter, a little neater. Around itself. Some of the 3M, I said 3M again, it's Band-Aid. Some of the Band-Aid waterproof tape. And same thing, we're just going to go around. All right, let's cut that. We don't want it to stick. This time I'm not going to wrap it because we're going to use it again. Another piece of tape. Just wrap it right around the top. I kind of did a sloppy job on that. Let's put another piece. There we go. You can't use too much. Honestly, you just can't. All right, that cleaned it up nicely. Same material. All right. I put it away. I said we were done with it. Now we got to cut another piece. All right. All right, we got 2 pieces ready to go for the last stick. Again, 1 revolution. That's the word I was looking for. Put your tape here. Now this will tighten up. You can tighten it up because it will not move now. As much or as little as you want. Oh, get down there, you. And our last piece of tape. And that's it. And there you go, guys. That's really all there is to it. Puzzle solved. Code cracked. For years, I wondered how they got these sticks. You know, because you would never see anything like this at the store. And one day, walking through Dick's, I saw the Torna and it clicked. Dick's Sporting Goods. We have to elaborate. Yeah, so one day, walking through Dick's Sporting Goods, I saw the Torna and it just clicked. That's all there is to it. Get yourself some sticks. You can use any stick you want. I just happen to use 5B. You can get yourself, whether you want to go with the stick handler or the Torna. They're both still in production. And you get yourself some 3M waterproof tape. You could even get the knockoff Walmart tape. That's the only materials it really is. So, puzzle solved. Code cracked. I hope everybody has gotten something from this video today. I hope you learned something. Listen, any questions, where to find the stuff, you know, how to do it, any questions at all, just put it in the comments. I try and get back to everybody. And, you know, just get yourself some stuff and just have fun. Start making some sticks. So anyway, huge shout out to Eric V for supplying pictures. Other than that, it has been a pleasure making these sticks with you guys today. I don't know when I'll see you again. We're still on the Port Touring Me and M72 Seasons project, but hopefully soon. But as always, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate everyone viewing. Appreciate your time and definitely your support and keeping the channel rolling, my friends. If anybody has any ideas or you want to see something, specifically Lars Ulrich Metallica related, put it in the comments. We'll try and do it. I'm always open for suggestions, and I love hearing from you guys. All right, guys. Well, I'm about to go out in the sun and get some heat stroke. You guys have a good day. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, yeah! Yo!